sure you've seen those faceless YouTube channels with bedtime stories that are racking up thousands of views and gaining subscribers every day. What you might not know is how they create those super long 3-hour videos using AI automation. And the crazy part? The channel you're looking at right now is pulling in about $3,500 a month, and it was just created on June 26th, only about 2 months ago when I recorded this video. This might be one of the easiest faceless YouTube channel ideas for 2025. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use AI tools to build your own faceless YouTube channel from scratch. That includes a step-by-step full channel setup in YouTube Studio, and we'll also edit a thumbnail to replicate what's already working. But make sure you watch every single step I show you, because skipping even one could mess up your results. You might be wondering if this kind of content is actually monetizable, and the proof is right there in the channel I'm showing you. What I found really interesting is that this channel hasn't been around long, and it's already making money. It also delivers real value by leaning into the idea that its narration style and visuals help people fall asleep, with a distinct visual look that sets it apart from other channels in the same niche. Before we jump into the framework, you need to understand how AI automation works. There are basically 2 ways to approach it. The first can be pretty expensive because it involves investing in tools like N8N or Make.com. You set them up once and they do the work for you. Beyond the cost, you'll need to invest time in configuration. There's no coding required, but you do need to understand what you're doing. The upside is that the AI can handle the entire video, including the script. Let me know in the comments if you want a tutorial on this method. If there's interest, I'll gladly create it, even if it takes me more time. The second option is what I'm going to show you today. You can automate content creation using powerful prompts that turn ChatGPT into your personal assistant for free. And the best part is you'll be able to create long-form content even if you only have a little time on the weekend. Even better, this method works even if you've never uploaded a single video before. To keep things super practical, I picked a high-demand niche, and I'll walk you through creating a full video step-by-step using these exact tools. Here's a quick preview of what we're building today.
Close your eyes and imagine night settling over a long ribbon of water, a slow, steady pulse running north towards the sea. This is the Nile, and everything you will hear flows from it. The air is warm, the banks are edged with reeds, and beyond them lies a darkness of open desert. To the people who lived here thousands of years ago, this world had 2 colors and 2 names. Kemet, the black land nourished by the river's silt, and Deshret, the red land of the desert beyond. Between them,
Alright, if you're tired of the 9-to-5 grind and want to start a side hustle, the method I'm about to teach you could work for you. Just to be clear, being able to create AI content quickly doesn't mean you're going to pump out low-quality AI slop. Quite the opposite. The focus should always be on creating content that delivers real value to your audience, the kind of videos you'd actually want to watch if you were subscribed to your own channel. It all starts with a powerful prompt you'll find in the Google Doc, linked below in this video's description. We'll be using GPT-5 thinking, because I've noticed this model produces the best results. Your first step is simple. Open ChatGPT, paste in the prompt, and hit enter. What this prompt does is essentially train ChatGPT and turn it into your personal content creation assistant. That's why it's such a long prompt. Once it's set up, it'll start asking you some questions. For example, it asked me to provide details about the channel we're going to replicate. If we go back to the Faceless channel we looked at earlier, you'll notice I have 2 Google Chrome extensions active. The one that showed us monetization data is called NextLev, and the one we'll use now is VidIQ. Each has different functions that help me create content based on real data. Now, if you click the 3 dots right here and then select CSV Export, VidIQ will start pulling public data from this channel. Things like video titles, number of likes, upload dates, and other stats we can then feed into ChatGPT. This is exactly what I mean when I say automate with AI. What would take you hours to gather manually can now be done in seconds. Once you've downloaded the file, we'll upload it into ChatGPT. Watch how it instantly starts analyzing the data. Keep watching, because the next step is extracting at least 3 scripts from the channel's most popular videos. For that, the NextLev extension is super handy, because with a single click on this icon here, I can copy the full script directly from the sidebar menu. Of course, if you'd prefer to do it manually, just scroll down to the bottom of the video description, find the transcript section, and copy it from there. This time, I'll paste the scripts into a Google Doc because of their size, and I'll separate them by number. Next, just click the plus sign and you'll see the option to connect to Google Drive. If you do that, you can easily attach the Google Doc with the scripts. And that's it. Now GPT-5 thinking is being trained with the data we just uploaded. It will learn the style of the scripts, the narration tone, the type of titles the channel uses in its videos, and even generate an action plan to help you launch your own channel in the next 30 days. For this tutorial, I copied a prompt from the Google Doc, picked a title from the list we generated earlier, and requested a 25,000-word script, long enough to create a video that runs for over 2 hours. Now, ChatGPT can't write all 25,000 words in a single pass. So here's the trick. I asked it to break the script into 30 parts, all written in a British English tone and vocabulary. Keep watching, because in just a moment I'll explain exactly why this accent choice matters for this niche. Following the steps I've shown you, generating your script will take you about 30 minutes. But we're not stopping there. We still need a high-quality voiceover. This is where many faceless YouTube channels either stand out or completely flop. For this, I'll use Dupdub, which offers a library of ultra-high-quality voices. Just sign up using my link in the description, and once you're in, this is the dashboard you'll see. First, copy your script and click on AI voiceover. Inside the studio, paste your script, then click the More Voiceovers button. Use the filters to narrow down exactly what you need. For this project, I selected a British English accent to match the idea from the channel we looked at earlier. And I always go with an ultra high-quality voice, because a huge part of a faceless channel's success is having a voiceover that sounds ultra-realistic like these.
She was known for her kindness and love for animals.
Once upon a time in a small village, there lived a young girl.
Once upon a time in a small village, there lived a young girl.
Almost indistinguishable from a professional human narrator. This is where Dupdub really shines. And remember, those little details can make a huge difference in the results you get. Once you find a voice you like, just click Select. Personally, I'll be using this voice called Aiden. One thing I really like about Dupdub Studio is that you can enter up to 30,000 characters, check the estimated audio duration, and generate the voice with a single click, either for the whole script or by paragraphs. After clicking this button here, and once you're happy with the result, you can export it as an MP3 file. My personal workflow is to generate smaller chunks of text instead of the full script all at once, because Dupdub delivers more natural pacing, authentic pauses, and fluid vocal modulation, making it sound like a real human. But there's another reason I use Dupdub, so keep watching. You might be wondering, which AI image generator are we using? There are plenty of options out there, but for this demo, we're generating images directly inside GPT-5. I opened a fresh chat, pasted in my first prompt, and after a short wait, I got my first image, perfectly matching the style of the channel we analyzed earlier. Now, if you've tried this method before, you know it takes about 3 to 5 minutes to generate each image. And for a 3-hour video, you'd need roughly 360 images if you want a new one every 30 seconds. The good news is, you don't actually need that many. You can recycle the same images every 30 minutes. That way, you only need around 60 images total, assuming one image every 30 seconds across the entire video. If you're using ChatGPT and it takes an average of 4 minutes per image, that works out to about 4 hours just to generate 60 images. And that's not counting the fact that ChatGPT has certain image generation limits within specific time windows. So if you want to save time, you might need to pay for a tool that generates images faster while still keeping the same visual style as ChatGPT. For full transparency, I tested other models like Google ImageFX and Leonardo AI, but I could only replicate this specific style inside ChatGPT. Luckily, Leonardo AI recently integrated GPT into their image models. And the best part is, You can generate multiple images back to back without waiting for one to finish before starting the next. That saves a ton of time. So here's my conclusion. If you've got the time and don't mind moving slowly, use ChatGPT. But if you need speed and can invest a little, go with Leonardo AI. Doing the math, you could generate all 60 images for a 3-hour video in about 20 to 30 minutes with Leonardo AI. Keep watching because at the end, I'll break down exactly how long it takes to create the entire video from start to finish. Alright, we're almost ready to edit, but I noticed the channel we're replicating uses a subtle campfire sound in the background. Since I don't want to spend extra money on more tools, I'll stick with Dupdub. In the audio menu, there's an option to generate sound effects. I simply asked it to create a realistic outdoor nighttime campfire sound, and it gave me 4 options. I picked the one I liked best and downloaded it. Remember, you'll find all the links in this video's description and in the Google Doc. For editing, you can use whatever software you prefer. Personally, I'll be using CapCut because it's very beginner-friendly. I imported all my assets, then dragged and dropped the voiceover and the campfire sound into the timeline. I duplicated the campfire sound several times and grouped them together into a compound clip. Next, I selected the voice and used the voice changer feature inside CapCut, choosing the crystal clear option. This gave the voice an extra touch, making it stand out in the video and sound more captivating to the listener. I also lowered the campfire audio by 1 decibel, so it would serve strictly as background ambiance. Keep watching, because in just a moment, I'll show you how to set up the channel and design thumbnails. Since this is just a demo, I set all the images to the same duration of 8 seconds. I copied the first image and placed it above the timeline as a guide, so every other image I added afterward matched that exact length. You'll see why that matters in a second. Just make sure the video's aspect ratio is 16:9, because the images generated with the GPT model have a different size. That means you'll need to scale them up so they cover the whole screen. Once that's done, take your first image and add a zoom effect. Select the starting point, click Transform, and that will create a keyframe at the beginning. Then go to the end of that same image, repeat the process, but this time increase the scale slightly so the image looks a bit larger. That gives you a smooth zoom-in effect. Next, head over to the Effects tab and add the gold sparkles effect. Make a few small adjustments, and you're good to go. Now, right-click the first image, select Copy Attributes, highlight the rest of the images, and click Paste Attributes. That way, all your images will have the exact same adjustments as the first one. Following these steps, creating a 3-hour video takes about 15 to 20 minutes, and once you get faster, it'll take even less. After that, all that's left is to export. Alright, now let's create the thumbnail in Canva. If you noticed, the channel we analyzed earlier uses the same type of images from their videos for their thumbnails. So we're going to do the same. You can pick one of the images you already generated, but do it strategically. Always choose one that grabs attention, not just any random image. Since my demo is about Egyptian history, I'll use this image showing the construction of the pyramids. I adjusted the colors and added a title similar to the one the channel uses. I tested a few fonts and ended up going with one called Chunk 5. I added some effects, like a drop shadow, and it was done. It only took me about 10 minutes since it was my first thumbnail. Here's where it gets interesting. You can click the NextLev browser extension and then select Thumbnail Test. From there, I searched for the channel we've been analyzing, and it displayed all their thumbnails. I compared mine to theirs, and I noticed the fonts didn't really match, and something felt off. So I went back into Canva, switched to a font called Tropical, adjusted the image colors, and added a shadow to the text. And as you can see, I finally achieved a look very close to the channel we're replicating. If you've made it this far, congrats, because now we're moving on to the full channel setup inside YouTube Studio. Of course, if you're already an expert, you probably don't need this part, but if you stick around until the end, you might still pick up something new. Alright, I'll be using the prompt I left in the Google Doc to have GPT-5 generate a channel name for me and also provide a list of keywords to help people interested in my content actually discover my channel. The key here is to use this prompt in the exact same chat where we train ChatGPT, because it will pull from all that data to give us the best results. Now, my personal recommendation is to create a new account with a separate Gmail address, so you can keep your business completely separate from your personal account. I've heard some people say your account needs to be older for the algorithm to push your content, but the channel we've been analyzing hasn't been around long at all, and it's already showing results. If you want to skip the whole process and start monetizing on day one, I recommend trying a pre-monetized account. Yes, it does require an upfront investment, but you can find accounts within the niche you want and earn your investment back as you keep publishing content. Anyways, let's head into YouTube Studio. Here, we'll enter the channel name and set the handle. Great, it tells us that handle is available. Now let's add a description to the channel and click Publish. Next, go into the Settings menu and choose the country you live in. This part is important because the country you select is directly tied to monetization eligibility. Moving on, under Advanced Settings, you can specify that your channel is not made for kids. Of course, only if that's true for your content. In Feature Eligibility, you'll need to verify your phone number so you can upload videos longer than 15 minutes and use custom thumbnails. After that, you'll also need to validate your ID to unlock the ability to upload more videos per day and run thumbnail tests if you want to. Personally, I recommend enabling all of these features so you have full access to everything YouTube offers. Finally, under Basic Info is where you'll add your keywords. These keywords are super important because they tell YouTube's algorithm exactly what your channel is about. I highly recommend taking your time to research and pick the right ones from the start. It's not a good idea to constantly change them. Your best bet is to choose strong, relevant keywords early on and stick with them. Once you're done, just click Save. Use the prompt I've provided, and with it you'll be able to create both your banner and logo. Always run it inside the same chat where we trained GPT-5, and it will give you 2 prompts. We'll take those over to Leonardo AI, generate our images, and boom, you're done. Just upload them in the Channel Customization section. Finally, add your video watermark, ideally your logo or a call to action that says subscribe, and set it to display for the entire video. Now, let's move to the Home tab. Here you can decide what your audience sees when they land on your channel page. If you're not planning to create shorts or go live, you can remove those sections. And if you change your mind later, you can always add them back or add different sections from this same menu. Once everything is set, click Publish. And that's it. This is what your channel looks like. Now all that's left is to upload your very first video. Just imagine, it's the first of many. I'd estimate it'll take you about 3 hours to create your channel using the free prompts I've shared, and another 3 to 4 hours to produce your first video. Of course, my channel doesn't provide financial advice. This is all for educational purposes. And remember, there are no guaranteed results. Every business takes effort, strategy, and consistency. So, big respect and cheers to every creator featured in this video. If you look closely at the channel we've been analyzing, you'll notice not every video has thousands of views. That's because, in most cases, just a handful of videos are what push the channel into viral territory. So ask yourself, what will you do if you publish videos, put in the effort, and don't see results right away? Will you give up? That answer will show you how committed you are to your dreams and to building an income online through YouTube and AI. And don't forget, I'm here to help. You've probably noticed by now that I put effort into answering every comment. So let me know what kind of content you'd like to see, and if you have any questions, drop them below. Also, I'd love to know what country you're watching from. It's always great to connect with people from all around the world. If you're interested in trying out the AI tools I mentioned in this tutorial, make sure to use my affiliate links in the description. If you decide to get a plan, I'll earn a small commission that helps me keep creating content at no extra cost to you. Wishing you an amazing day. Peace out.